Welcome to my train room. I always liked trains. I was watching trains as a kid. I used to have trains, model trains when I was a kid. But I recently decided as an adult I was going to build a model railroad layout. So that is what I did. I did this about a year ago. It was kind of painstaking. I'm still learning a lot about things dealing with the model railroad as well as comparing it to the real life railroads. Um, my railroad layout is based on Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. It is not based on any particular era or area. It's just parts that I know about the railroad mixed with parts that I know from my past train watching experience and observing trains. And some things are positively correct, some are not. First thing is by the host railroad being Burlington, Northern Santa Fe. That is basically who calls the shots of this railroad. Even though I run other trains on here, I run basically all of the basic seven. I think there's nine, but I'm just gonna go with seven. I have an Amtrak that appears on the layout periodically as well. A lot of the fleet is Burlington, Northern Santa Fe, or some of its predecessors. I have a few engines that are one's the Santa Fe. I have it branded as a BNSF on the side, but still says Santa Fe. And likely I also have a Burlington Northern engine that I branded as BNSF also. Matter of fact, here it is. It's right on this novel train, which you've probably seen move in another video. Well, this is my layout. This is how I turn my layout on. Little remote. Found that Menards. Nice thing. Got to turn the lights on over there. Lights up the room a little better. And lights on my layout come on. Whereas all the track power and accessories come on. So, okay, I have an engine making noise. I'm gonna turn the track power off so that the engine will shut up. So let me hit my little switch. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear my voice a little better. Okay, what I did, I put little town, very, very small town. This is only a 4x8 layout, which is by far the smallest layout you can have, but I wanted to get the most out of this layout as possible. So I put a little town in here. First, we have a little school, and I guess it's probably the dare officers visiting because there's a sheriff's car parked in front of it and the fire department, so they're probably having the safety awareness day. Have the faculty parking lot right behind there. Have a little playground right there. Couldn't fit a basketball court. And I guess the milk truck is making a milk delivery. Then inside, got the school bus, got a public transportation bus, taxis going through there, Coca-Cola truck, probably making the delivery to that Dairy Queen that I got there. Where it got all nice and lit up. The little parking lot there, a couple of cars in there. And I got a little main street here. Got another public bus, news media driving, a airport shuttle. Then I have a construction site. Apparently this building is never going to be finished. But I got the construction site with a little crane, got the dump truck and front loader. Then I got a flatbed with some other equipment on there as well. Okay, then I have a little warehouse. Got some trucks in there. Got a yard tractor hooked up to a trailer and a semi hooked up to a trailer. And some dock forklift and a ground forklift in there. Also have a little office over here. Then you got some parking for the people who work there. And look at this. A layout that has a watering hole. Imagine that. Isn't that nice? A little bar with apartment buildings on top of it. I saw that on eBay. I had to have it. I'm like, that would be perfect on my layout, and it is. And I lit it up a little bit. Like got the Budweiser truck making a delivery there. Then you got the gas station. I saw these little small, get a little closer there, little vending machines and ice machines. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be perfect with the gas station. So I had to get that. We have an alley with the dumpsters and the garbage truck coming through there. Man, I like this layout. It's not the biggest layout you can get, but hey, I'm not made of money. I've already loaded thousands of dollars into this investment, to this hobby. But there's people I imagine they spend more on this hobby than I did buying my house, but more power to them. But I wanted to do the best I could do in a 4x8 layout, so I think I did. Got a little electric factory right here. Have a couple of short covered, uncovered hopper cars with coal in there. Servicing that spur track. Okay, this is a Burlington Northern Santa Fe layout, and like I said, I keep predecessor engines here too. So here's a Burlington, which you probably never see again except for specialty trains, excursion trains or whatever. I saw a video had a Burlington Northern put the passenger cars for the excursion train, look brand new. Probably the only time you're gonna see a Burlington engine like that. And then there's a Burlington Northern on the back of that. Okay, here I got the yard tower. My railroad is based on the fact that these used to be Santa Fe tracks. That's fictitiously what I'm saying, that these used to be Santa Fe owned tracks. With the merger, it's all BNSF now, but it used to be Santa Fe. And evidence of that is this lighted tower was branded Santa Fe, but it's repatched BNSF. And this bridge girder still has Santa Fe. It's fun to ride Santa Fe. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. That these used to be Santa Fe tracks. Now they're BNSF after the merger years ago, of course. But these used to be Santa Fe, ex-Santa Fe tracks. Got a Northern Pacific engine on there. One of my favorites. Even though you'll never see one of those productively in real life, especially in that condition. It's not weathered or repainted or anything. So, but then this is the, couldn't have enough room for a shipping yard, so I just have a shipping spur where containers and truck trailers come in. Gotta have a Mark Sealand. I know I said that wrong. I can never pronounce that right, but you know, Sealand engine. Got a old War Bonnet BNSF branded engine and an old BNSF diesel switcher and some cars to be loaded. Have the truck yard coming in where the trucks and trailers are coming in and out. It's guard shack. Got many trucks that you still see on the road today. Got UPS going through there, FedEx. It's a Walmart back there. And have some yard tractors. I used to drive a yard tractor many years ago for two companies. So those we call them spotters. They go by many names. Rail jockeys, yard jockeys, I'm sorry. Yard jockeys, hostlers, switchers, many different names. But these are basically the truck tractors that move the trailers around to be loaded, unloaded. I used to drive those for two different companies. Then you have some park trailers over there, some park chassis, and a trailer with chassis on there. And then over here you have branding the railroad's name again, BNSF. And then you have a water tower, lighted, of course. This is a passenger shelter for the Amtrak. It mysteriously disappears when my snobble train comes by. Anybody knows about snobble cars, they know why. Because it swings in wide, it's going to knock it out. So that mysteriously disappears. Basically, that's a station shelter for Amtrak passengers. Over here, got a house. Someone lives next to the tracks and I guess doing well for themselves. Got a nice little house. Got 3 cars and a boat. I wasn't able to incorporate a lake or river into my layout, but anybody knows me knows I like boats. I own a boat, not a big one, but it's a boat. So this is where I incorporate a boat in my layout. So over here we have another not guard tower, tower, switch tower, whatever. And over here we have another house that's lit and everything. So so this is my layout. This is just a little hobby I decided to get into as an adult because I've always loved trains. It's based off Burlington Northern Santa Fe. Is my fictitious interpretation. Some things are real, some things positively correct, some are not. But BNSF, that's going to be my railroad, even though I will run Norfolk Southern trains through here, Canadian National, Canadian Pacific, CSX. Let's see who else. I'm looking at my engines up there. Well, they're pretty much others are predecessors or engines that the companies went out, but I'm still got the engines on there. But the major CSS, Norfolk Southern, the Canadian Railroad, CP Rail, or Canadian Pacific rather, Canadian National, Burlington North Santa Fe, because that's the owners, and Union Pacific. That's what I left out. The biggest North American railroad, Union Union Pacific. So all those trains will run through here, but BNSF is running the show. So thank you for listening.